Jaya Jaya, the topic for this video is why I can help you activate your feminine power, why I can help you unleash your Kali fire. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this topic, and this is for you if you are a woman. You go like, how can a man help me be more feminine or more powerful as a female? Isn't there a contradiction there? And the answer is no. Sometimes as a man, I'm going to be empowered by women coming into my life and helping me unleash my masculinity. Sometimes this help is going to come from a woman, and sometimes it's going to come from a man. Sometimes it's going to come from brothers, and sometimes it's going to come from women in my field. So there is no contradiction. It's possible both ways. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into that so that you understand, because this might be one of the main objections that you might have if you go like, yeah, I would like to go to this workshop and learn more about that, but it's a man teaching it, right? So if you're like a little bit puzzled about that and it doesn't really make sense, then I want to encourage you to just look at it for a second. So imagine that in the past history, right, with Inquisition and with witch hunt, and there has been so much suppression of the feminine coming from the masculine, right? We talk about patriarchy, and still in today's world, this is still happening. It means that the masculine energy, the field of the masculine, is still oppressing and limiting women all over the world. It's happening in different ways, We are not going to go into the details, but you know what I'm talking about. There is a lot of suppression coming from that angle. So it's really essential to shift that balance, to have actually men showing up in the field and being like, looking at women and being like, I am here for you. I want you to rise to your most absolute beautiful power and reconnect and reclaim that essence. And I will be here holding space for you to have that experience, reconnecting with your power. While you are in that state of vulnerability, reconnecting with the possible traumas around that, the possible traumas around the suppression of the feminine, I want you to have an experience of a masculine energy holding space for you to unleash that power. And it's not so much about, lecturing and teaching you how to do it. It's more like offering a protected space where you have the power to unleash that specific Kali fire, that specific energy. This is powerful warrior energy, and the reason why it has been suppressed in society and in the past is because man or society in general felt it was really threatening, okay? An angry woman, a woman who is unleashed into her power in the form or embodiment of Kali, can feel really threatening, can feel really dangerous. And so there has been an organized suppression of that by different institutions throughout history, by different religious systems that constantly have been limiting the field of the feminine expression, the feminine power. And that sucks, because there is a whole aspect of life that is not being fully expressed. So when that happened, for instance, when we go back to the Middle Ages, right, with Inquisition and witch hunt and limiting female expression and suppressing sexual energy and all that stuff, what happened is that a part of humankind started dying. This is a traumatic experience for the human race. And so we have to heal that. And to heal that, it means changing the relationship that men and women have within that context. If you are a woman and a man comes to you and says something like, I support the rise of your power, the full expression of your feminine energy, the full unleashing of your warrior power, there is nothing about that that threatens me. I have my own power and my own base and my own foundation, and I want us to meet as two powerful, fully embodied, and masters of these energies. We're able to go into the light, we're able to go into the darkness, and my role here is to help you unleash all that power. I want you to feel safe when you are expressing the full dimension of your energy, the full dimension of your erotic fire, the full dimension of everything that you are, every aspect of you is welcome into that space, every aspect of who you are. And so when I'm saying those things, we are entering into a narrative which is a narrative of supporting, a narrative of really encouraging this flow of feminine vibration to rise. And so if you come to my event and you are there as a woman, this is the kind of narrative that you are going to hear. It is like, I am a support for the full rise of your expression. And whatever happened in the past with the shadows of the masculine oppressing you and limiting you, we are here to change this narrative and create a new story. So imagine what happens for you as a woman once you feel the support of the masculine. That, of course, changes the equation. You can have the support from sisters, from sisterhood, and that's really great. I think this is really important. But now, once you start having the support from men in the field, that also completely empowers you to a whole new dimension. And I witness that when I have sessions with women in this very space, when suddenly you might have the permission to express and unleash your feminine energy in all the dimensions and all the archetypes without having to suppress anything anymore. My God, suddenly you tap into this liberated energy that allows you to rise to a whole new level in your life. So I hope this makes sense. This is the narrative that we are in. This is the mindset. This is why those sessions that I have with women work, and why I encourage you to show up for an event or for a workshop where I'm the one holding space for the feminine. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be the only one. I might invite other guests, teachers, female or male. Probably I might have a couple of women that I will be happy to have in the space. But this is the idea, I want you to feel completely safe within that space. This is really, really important. And realize that as a man, I'm not entering into that space to control you or tell you what to do. This is not going to be a directive, masculine energy being projected in the field. It's much more about opening the space and giving you permission to be or to unleash everything that might have been suppressed in your field. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to talk more about that because it's something that is rising right now really strong in the field. Men have got to show up to protect the rise of the feminine energy, the rise of the feminine power in all its dimensions. And basically, I'm called to do that because I feel like I've got to do my part in that journey. I love you, and feel free to message me any questions, reflections on that. I would love to hear your feedback and your ideas. I love you.